Hello, YouTube land, and welcome to another edition of the Crypto Mamma Mia, formerly known as the Middle-Aged Mom Does Crypto. And it's December 28, 2020, ladies and gents. It's almost the end of the year. And so what am I talking about today on this Monday? QuibitTech. It's my Monday QuibitTech updates. Well, first of all, I did watch the Zoom that they had. I don't know if you are part of QuibitTech, they did send out an email talking about the results of 2020 and the future plans for 2021. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that in today's video. But before we get to that, I want to just give you an update on my account. So here we go. And there is going to be an exclusive webinar apparently by Andreas Thyssen on December 30th. So if you are part of QuibitTech, you can go check that out. So let's see, there are some messages here. Please be careful. Just like with Cash FX, there's apparently some fake scams surrounding this platform as well. So just be careful for that fake Qubit token. As you guys know, guys and gals know, or may not know, that there is a mobile app for this. So just be careful when you're dealing with these kinds of things. And again, with this one, you need to be outside the US and Canada. So, use a VPN if anything. Like I always protect everything I do online by using a VPN. But just know that if your VPN or your IP is within the US or Canada, it will be forbidden to enter this platform. So there you go. What do I have? I actually have two $500 licenses, Bronze Plus, and $200 licenses. And you can see what my current results are. 53.17% for the $200 ones. One $500 one already has yielded me 44%, and my newest license has yielded me about 7.89%. And let's see here. Yes, today's result is 0.93. Yesterday's result was 0.76, and the day before that was 0.81%. So daily, you get close to 1%, some days more, some days less. Let's see, on Christmas, there was a 1.02% yield, and on Christmas Eve, there was a 1.21% yield. So these days right here, they went over 1%, and then these 3 days here are below 1% because there was a dip in crypto, there was a dip in Bitcoin, there was a pump and a dip and a pump and a dip, and that is how you trade. If you've seen the oracles war on the 1 minute chart, you can see that a lot of Bitcoin or other cryptos can be made in a very short amount of time. And with this platform, ladies and gents, I am almost to my break-even point, and at which point I will probably alternate taking out weekly profits, and then 1 week I'll take it out, 1 week I'll buy a new license, like that. So that way I can build up my total licenses and build up my total return, daily return. So there you go, ladies and gents. That is what it is. So right now I do have a balance of 146.56. And remember, you need at least $10 to withdraw with this platform. And then your max weekly withdrawal is the total of your licenses. So, and you know me, ladies and gents, I live by the mantra of withdraw daily, withdraw, withdraw, withdraw. Of course, not financial advice. I don't give that on this channel. In fact, go read my disclaimer. This is all strictly for informational purposes, entertainment, that kind of stuff. I am not a financial advisor, ladies and gents. Don't come here for that. Come here to get educated. Come here to get entertained. Come here to watch me do what I do with my crypto, right? Okay, and then all you need to do is put in your 2FA and then click withdraw. And it was right on the main panel. There's a withdrawal button right here, right? So you can withdraw whenever, 7 days a week, as long as you have that $10, right? Oh, they really pushing this webinar here. But yes, go ahead and do that. And like I said, I am almost to my break-even point, but I will just keep withdrawing now until I get there. I have already made back one of my $500 licenses. I am slowly making back the other three licenses. So I'm pretty close, like I said, probably by next week. Or you know what? Actually, that's what I wanted to talk about is if you did not watch the webinar, here is an important update. I'm going to share a little bit of their video for your education and information in case you are part of QuibitTech and you did not happen to catch this, but they are having a break during the holidays, and I will let the CEO talk about that, Mr. Greg Limon.
And this information belongs to the basically explaining the holidays, as I already mentioned in my previous Zoom, leader Zoom web we had just recently. So just want to remind you that this diagram shows basically the volume of participation of each department of QuibitTech were colored by different colors, and the numbers in a percentage that the capacity that each department will use during the holidays. So as you can see, there are different capacity, different numbers, but the only thing I just want to announce again and say that the digital license department will have a break for 2 weeks, basically, and you can it's gonna everything, all the platform will be uh, working as usual. Everything will work and stay the same as usual, right? So the only digital license will basically not provide you with the royalties, right? So you can buy the digital license, you can do marketing, you can basically do everything. There's no limits. Just the royalties is not going to be coming at this point for 2 weeks because we just want to keep it, this license just to have fun for the, for IT people, have holidays, and we decided this was a mutual decision with the top leaders. So that's just announced again and again. So for you guys, so you wouldn't have any more questions for this.
So basically, ladies and gents, in a nutshell, the digital license department is on vacation from January 1st to January 15th, which means you see this daily return or whatever the case may be right here. This will be idle, right? So this here, these will not be working because they will be on break. So I know they have robots. They probably shut the robots off or shut the people who run the robots or whatever the case may be. I'm guessing they're on break, and who knows? Maybe it's just a time to take a break and accumulate some profits. Who knows? I don't know the inner workings of any company. And this is why, ladies and gents, this is why, remember the mantra, withdraw, 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 because you just don't know. You just don't know. Another interesting thing I learned while watching this Zoom, because I did watch the whole thing, they do have over 150,000 users worldwide now, and they have so many leaders. I believe they have almost 200 plus leaders that are ranked 3 or higher, like or maybe even reach the top. I believe that's what they were saying. There's a bigger number, like over thousands of people who have actually reached a certain number, like a high ranking level. So excuse me. I think that I think that is awesome for a company. I mean, it's hard to do in any company, but an online one nonetheless. And in Corona times or Cervezas times, that's even more impressive. Again, I don't know the inner workings of the company. I don't know Greg personally. I'm just replaying the video, and I will put a link to the video in my description right under my disclaimer. If you haven't read it, please do. Yes, I will put this link here so that you can watch the full video for yourself if you have not. And I did want to fast forward to something else that I found interesting, and that's their 2021 plans. And it looks pretty good, except I am concerned about one thing, and I will talk about the one thing that I am concerned about. hold on here. Okay. Let's see. So this is their plans for 2021. I'll let him say a few things about it, and then I will tell you what I'm excited for and what I'm concerned about.
For 2021, obviously, what are plans? There are many interesting plans we have, such as new digital products, P2P platform plus an official marketplace.
Okay, I'm excited about new digital products. Is that because I'm not sure what that means? Does that mean more licenses? Because that would be awesome. And also P2P platform. And if you don't know what P2P means, it's just peer to peer. So maybe that's a place where I know I have a lot of questions about people wanting to buy and sell Bitcoin for fiat, etc. And one way that you can do it usually is on these things called peer-to-peer platforms where you can hook up with someone who wants to maybe buy or sell Bitcoin, and then you can get fiat from them and, do like it's like if you guys are familiar with like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, those kinds of things where, you just hook up with other people to buy and sell things and exchange for cash. The same thing here. So I'm guessing that's what it sounds like it's going to be.
Come potete vedere, qui già abbiamo tutto il plano per il 2021, nuovi prodotti digitali.
Oh yeah, I should have warned you. There's a little bit of Spanish translation for this webinar. So he's talking in English, and this guy Luca here, he translates in Spanish. So let's see.
E ma se l'altra parte ci sarà il 2P2, la piattaforma ufficiale con il marketplace, con la parte di marketplace in spagnolo, la parte di marketing dove si può fare il cambio, l'exchange e tutto, dove potremo lavorare tranquillamente e hacerlo cambio. È che marketplace è una palabra, is a word, is international word for everyone. Spanish.
Yes, exactly. Next slide, please. Yeah, and this is also includes the venture fund with an accelerator incubator, which we already been announcing on previously Zoom. The charity program, which we just talked about.
Ok, come potete vedere.
Let's try to see if we can fast forward the Spanish speaking part here. Okay.
For our top leaders, which have been announcing before.
Hold on, let's go back a little. Okay.
Come funziona e con lo stesso la charity, la donazione, il programma di donazione, come ha già spiegato Greg anteriormente, che già empezó in Africa.
Next slide, please. Yeah, the concierge services for our top leaders, which have been announcing before, new trading robots as well have been announcing before.
I think that's cool. A concierge service for top leaders. Like what I haven't heard any of his other as he's referencing his other meetings, but man, I would like to see when this comes out what that entails, because that would be cool. Like what does that do? Does that like book your travel or book a car? I don't know. And then new trading robots. I'm not too sure if that's the one that you have to set up yourself or like how the digital licenses work, but I think that will be also great. So far, I'm excited for these things. Let's fast forward to Spanish if we can here. All right.
Exactly. Next slide, please. Of course, we will have a new travel system, which I also just mentioned briefly, and the platform tokenization as well.
Okay,
Okay, so this is, I mean, the travel system, that sounds cool. This is what I'm concerned about, platform tokenization. I'm not too sure if they're talking about they're going to be giving out the daily payouts in tokens, in Qubit tokens. And, that never ends well for a platform. The formula that seems to work best for platforms is crypto in and crypto out, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those platforms seem to have a longer lasting shelf life, I guess. For example, CashFX, they've never changed it. They've always kept it as you pay your educational products with Bitcoin and your payouts will be in Bitcoin. And look, it's worked since 2000 and 19, and it's still working today. And so when they talk about platform tokenization, I have to I have to tell you, I not liking that part. I'm really not. And I think I remember hearing about that before I got into it, but I wasn't sure if they were really rolling that out. So so once I heard that, my ideas and my thoughts about this platform may have shifted a little. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still wanting to buy more licenses while it's still this set up the way that it is, where, you know, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, or Ethereum in, Ethereum out. But as soon as the tokens roll out, I'm not too sure how that's going to work. Now, if they have a separate system for the tokens, then maybe, but if they are going to incorporate it where that is the only way you can get your payouts, I'm not too sure how that's going to work out. So I'll have to wait and see. But I've always, in my experience, and this is my own personal experience, I have not had a good experience with token platforms. I can name one that has really burnt me. It's arbitraging, man. That they had their ARB token, and oh my gosh, that and BitConnect. Oh my gosh, BitConnect and arbitraging burnt me to a crisp. So when I hear tokens, I'm like, oh no, I have an adverse reaction. But I'll give them a chance because so far they've been pretty good as far as paying out and withdrawals and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. We shall see. I mean, I may need to focus back again on Cash FX because they're the platform that just keeps on kicking. But QuibitTech seems pretty good, and the rest of what they talk about, I think that's awesome. New licenses, concierge service, P2P platforms, all of that kind of stuff. I think that is great. And I think that would only add value to a platform like this or a program like this, company like this, right? So we shall see, ladies and gents, what 2021 will bring. But in the meantime, remember to always be smart with these types of platforms because you just never know. You could make one bad business decision or you could make one good one. I mean, look at all these restaurants who made the decision to really focus on their takeout, either limiting the menu and making the few items really good so that like people will want to come regardless. And then there are some people who just made bad decisions, like maybe built an outdoor patio when they weren't even sure if that their state would let them keep having dine-in. And so now you spent all that money on an outdoor patio and you can't even open. So, it just comes down to a company's decision making, and we shall see how this works out. But so far, they've been doing gangbusters. They've got 150,000 plus users all over the world. And I think that is amazing. So that is my QuibitTech update. My last one for 2020, ladies and gents. We shall see what QuibitTech brings in 2021, right? But anyways, ladies and gents, thank you again so much for stopping by. If you have not already, please like and subscribe and share, because once I get to my 2,000 subs, I will be giving away more of my BTC. And please, check out everything I made in my link tree. Leave me a comment. I do respond when I see them. And I hope you're having a great day or night, by the way. And also that you are staying safe, staying healthy, and staying sane. Most important of all, and I will see you at the next video. Adios.